What's going on, guys? This is my Mark 18 inspired build. I wanted a Mark 18, but I wanted one perhaps a little bit cheaper and make it kind of my own. So yeah, I'm going to cover the full build of this thing, roughly how much it costs, and some considerations that maybe you can take away too. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start from the front and work our way back here. So up front, I have a Surefire 3-prong flash hider. Really liking the Surefire stuff. It goes great with, I have a SPS, SOCOM SPS 300 for optimizing 300 blackout that can go on to this. In a new addition, I also have a B&T Shorty can, and this here is the B&T Roartex X SF Mini K. A lot of letters there, but yeah, this is a mini suppressor, so one of the shorter suppressors. I got this primarily for some of my longer rifles, but will also work for this. So yeah, Surefire up here. Moving back, this is a Ballistics Advantage 10-3 barrel with a Geisley rail on it. And guys, just so you know, a lot of these parts on here, I built this every single piece by piece from scratch because I wanted to see if I could really get some good parts at decent prices. A lot of this was acquired when it was on sale. And we have Magpul backup flip up sights front and rear. And this right here is actually a Strike Industries angled hand stop. So very unique part there. I actually got that from TacPack. Shout out to TacPack. It's a new program that I'm trying to just see if I can learn new parts to bring knowledge to you guys. And so far, I'm enjoying that program. I'll talk a little bit more about some other parts that made it onto here too. Hollow Sun Red Dot, and I actually got the lower 1/3 riser here too. Obviously, I like FDE, so I tried to do as much in here FDE as possible, so cool to find that. Sometimes you can't really find optics that are not black, so yeah, I was happy about that one. This is a Aero Precision upper receiver and lower receiver. I really do like the Aero stuff. The tolerances are nice and tight, perhaps a little bit too tight, because up here, when I was going to attach the barrel into the upper, there is so much Cerakote on the upper and lower receiver that, man, it was really tough getting this barrel in with how much Cerakote was on there. Knowing what I know now, I probably would have sandpapered the inside of the where the barrel goes into the upper receiver. So that would have saved a headache for me for sure. If I would have taken the time to do that rather than soft hammering this barrel in. But now that it's in there, it's a very solid fit, and I am happy that overall there is such a strong, such a coated amount of Cerakote on the upper and lower receivers of this thing. Now that it's built and complete, everything is phenomenal now. Just building that, I wish I would have paid attention to that a little more. And internals is a BCM BCG. And like I mentioned with TacPack, so TacPack came with a CMG extended mag drop on the right side. And on the left side, it actually came with a left mag drop as well, that CMG. So again, shout out TacPack. Cool to discover some new parts out there. And I have the Geisley Maritime bolt catch, bolt drop. It's pretty close to the mag drop here for stopping the bolt. So before having this, that was fine. I'm going to keep running this for a bit and see if I have any issues with dropping the mag and using the bolt catch, bolt release. But so far, so good. And we have a Geisley SSAE trigger in here and a Radian Ambi safety fire selector. So you see it on this side as well. I do have it set up for the 90-degree throw. I've tried the 45 as well. Kind of go back and forth. I think I like the 90 maybe a little bit more. And another Radiant part, the Radiant Raptor charging handle. Shout out to Brownells. They had a good sale on the Law Tactical folder, which honestly, this is the first time I've had it. I didn't know that I really wanted it. But at the time they had such a good deal that I couldn't pass it up. So cool little plus right there. And to operate this, there's a little button you push right here, and then you can fold the stock. This is a DI gun, not a piston gun, so obviously don't fire it with that bad boy not out. Geisley had the buffer tube in their desert dirt color on sale, so matches everything else, followed by the SB Tactical brace and the B5 Systems grip. So yeah, guys, I'm super happy with this build so far. The 10.3 is super tight and compact, so it's cool to get Mark 18 inspired setup like this. The only downside, after knowing what I know now and having a little bit more knowledge in the industry, the barrel length, I wish I would have done it in an 11.5 instead of a 10.3, because you do get 100 plus more velocity just from about 1 inch. So that's pretty drastic, and you're not compromising too much on length. So that's about the only thing I would change on this. And then an open emitter optic. I haven't had any issues with it yet, but time will tell. I'll keep on um, testing that out and making sure I don't have any issues. So if I were to change anything, I would probably not change the red dot and go with the 11.5 barrel. So I'm debating on doing that now. It's just, if I get a new barrel, I'll probably want a handguard that goes all the way out too, so when suppressors are all on, you don't see any of that barrel. Kind of silly, I know, but a weird OCD thing for me, you know? So by the time I do that, it almost makes more sense just to build a whole nother rifle. Plus, with how difficult it was to get this barrel in this upper receiver in the first place, I'd probably have to get a whole new upper receiver too. I'm sure I could heat it up or do other things to get it out, but you know, I'm not a expert blacksmith or gunsmith. So just for me, I would feel much more confident if I got a whole new upper receiver too. So at that point, I'm basically just looking at a whole new upper with this lower receiver. And by the time I get down that road, it's like, man, might as well just get another lower and have another gun. I don't know. That's my rationale behind that. Um, maybe that sounds ridiculous to some of you. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments, if that's what you would do, or if you would just get a new barrel, or you know, something more similar, more simple, I guess I should say. But yeah, overall, other than that, this is a super awesome build. When it's all said and done, at the end of the day, this costs around $1,600 to $1,700 just as it sits here. So that's roughly the price of a Daniel Defense Mark 18. But if you guys are looking to accomplish something similar, you could probably get away with using some of these less of these Gucci parts. I think they're Gucci. You know, they all add up to make a really, really solid build here. But you know, if you're looking at a different charging handle or different trigger, something not ambi, maybe a different rail that's not Geisley, that's not quite as expensive, and a different optic, tactical folder is nice, but not a must-have for me. So you know, that alone is 200-ish bucks knocked off the price, which gets you closer to that 1,500 without that, and it has the optic on it. Maybe there's a different optic you're looking at that is not as pricey. So you know, this can be accomplished in with an optic around $1,200. But if you want to take it up to that next level, which was what I kind of wanted to do, that's why the price steeped up to that $1,700. And you know, it's pretty sick. I do like it. Just that barrel length thing is just, that's just one thing that I wish I would have thought of a little bit more. You know, I have a bunch of other rifles, so I wanted to get something that was basically as short as possible that made sense. And yeah, now just maybe next build will be 11.5. We'll see. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. If you like this build, if it's a thumbs up, a thumbs down, let me know. And I hope to see you guys in more videos. Y'all take care. Peace.